let's try to
Ye-
complete that.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah,
Before that, I tried the first one.
okay.
So, but for some reason, like I'll show you because the output is just printing 000. So let me just show
Oh,
you. Give me
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. Sure.
Uh, yeah. Now let me just share my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Still now, but I think it's loading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. So do you see this, right? So I just ran the program and then it's saying mat1 plus equals mat2 00000. Like it doesn't even take my input.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
basically, have you? It didn't take the input also. Okay, great. Okay, okay, okay. So basically, go to like Pro 2, basically .cc. This does not take this input also. Or .cc, not test like .cc file. C matrix pro. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
basically, on the top.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so we have to firstly define input out, right? You haven't defined the function for inputting the matrix, I guess.
And then this is like my header file. So I don't know I had to put it the output.
You haven't put. You have to add all the previous function of the like whatever we have done in
Mm,
you got it right. You have to
yeah,
input
yeah.
that as well. So let me
Okay. So basically, whatever I guess we did last class, then I'll also input that into this. Okay.
means yeah, like firstly you have to add that friend whatever was written to the
Okay.
while
Okay.
see out and wall methods to take the input, right? Yeah, this is fine. This is after that. But
Yeah.
you
Okay.
have to include that things also. I think even
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So
Got
should
it.
I send that file to you?
I think you sent me a last class, right? This was the last
Yeah,
class one.
I already sent you. Like
Yeah.
so
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. So I think I'll just add it after this class then. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Because yeah, like you haven't we can't verify from there also. Actually, we need that input
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
okay, we will then verify in next class then. Okay, both
Yeah. And then we
you
can just
try
start.
both.
Yeah.
You try both the questions then, and yeah, we'll see both the questions then
Uh.
also.
Yeah. So the second one I tried.
You
But
tried.
I couldn't get like very far.
Cool, cool. So
So yeah.
basically, uh,
Mhm.
uh, we got some parts of it, right? Till there we got it.
Yes.
Like, we calculate at least the frequency of each word and how to separate out the words. You get that part.
Yep. Yes.
So what was our logic? So basically, we have a string, complete string with having spaces as a termination of each word, right?
Yep.
So we have a dummy string to keep the word. Whenever we encounter a space, we just break it out and push it into our vector. Because we
Okay.
have saw that there was one word at the end which was not pushing in the our vector. So what we have done, we at the end of our loop, when our loop terminates, we added the word whatever was the dummy string was holding into our vector. That completes our all the words we have, right?
Yep.
Now the next part was I showed you there's a inbuilt map function in the C++ STL library, standard template library. So its syntax goes like map string comma int, and we name
Yes.
that as MP. So what we done is like we iterate over the words uh, vector, and then we just calculated the plus plus. We just do MP plus MP of string plus plus. So it just calculate the frequency of each element, and we can just iterate on the map, and then we can get the frequencies, right? Till here we got it
Yep.
right. Let me
Yes.
show you whatever we done previously also. Let me just share my screen. So could you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see it.
Okay, that's great. So basically what we have done previously was, so that was the question, right? We are giving a string and then we have to
Hmm.
calculate the words. So firstly, what we have done, we splitted the words. Like, let me just go to the word part. First of all. Yeah. So basically what we have done, we have created, oh, this is a upper, oh yeah, we have to get for the upper part also, right? We have to convert all the uppercase letters to lowercase also, right? So basically, we have to
Yes,
go
yes.
first with the string, and then we have to check if it is uppercase letter. Then we have to convert into lowercase letter. This logic I told you, like, firstly, let's calculate the distance from A, what it is, and now to change it to lower, just we need to add the small a plus well. So that's how it's work. You get this logic, like how we have done
Yep.
that. So yeah, like this is what we have done, the uppercase to lowercase, and this is basically this is our logic for pushing all the words. So what I have told you, we initialize a dummy string, and then whenever you encounter space, we just pushed our whatever dummy we have stored in our vector. We're not checking obviously that dummy is empty or not. Like suppose it would text string would have two spaces also, right? Like this.
Yep.
I'm not taking that case. You can take that as well. Like actually, we should take that thing because that is not a word, right? So we should check actually. Dummy should not be equals to string. So basically, yeah, like, it should not be empty. That's all. It should not be empty
Yeah.
in that case. Okay. So that's all. Yeah, that's all. So we didn't get these empty spaces. So and but yeah, mostly it would be there. So this is fine, and then we pushed it, and then we again make our dummy em empty. So where we are again starting a new word. So basically, when I can just comment, write the comment also starting a new word, starting a new word, and then terminating the last word, terminating the last word. Fair enough. And then we just, if it is not happening, then we just added whatever our string current string was. Right?
Yep.
And then I just told you this was the last word we have to add manually, or we have to add because it was not added. We have to add it. We have to add it always because last character won't be a space character. It will be like end of the string like this. So this something is what will be not be added if I not write this thing. So basically, we have to write this. Till here we got all our words, and then what we have done, we have converted our all. We can directly pass string as well and do that, and then this is also fine. Like we have converted all lowercase, right? So uppercase to lowercase we have done from here,
Yep.
and then we just printed out whatever we string was. Like this was we are getting a man was there and doing something like that, and then I gave you this is a new thing. This is a map inbuilt map function which which it's a pair type data structure. It takes two inputs. It could be anything. I use a string here. You can use like int comma int as well. Anything. You can use any two data structure, and you can
Yeah.
even more make it more complex. You can do that. This is also map of map. So it could be any complex thing. Like it takes two inputs, and now it's your choice what how to deal with it.
No. Okay. Okay.
So basically here what we require, we need to count occurrences of each string. So I have just made a map of a string comma int because see, previously I was doing for calculating the frequency of characters. What we have done is we have done like this kind of stuff. So for I have told you for each index, basically for A, I am
Yep.
representing with 0, B is representing with 1, sort of like that. So this
Yes.
I
Yes.
have to do my manual transformations. Okay, this is I am mapping, but I don't need that now, right? I can use that inbuilt map function directly. Map char command. So it will directly calculate the frequency of each character. That is also a great thing, right? We will use that now also in our patient. So yeah, this is how we we decide which data structure we need to put the inputs of our map. And then this was a trivial step. We iterate over the our all the words. This is I right iterating over all the words. So we have iterated all the words and then just calculated the frequency. So let's try to print the frequency as well. So how to traverse in the map? Let's try to understand today. Okay.
Yep.
So you have to like this the syntax goes like this. Auto. See, auto basically is a very powerful tool. It will detect what is the like a data type of the
Mm-hmm.
any element. Like if I write like this, let's say a vector of pair of int n comma n and v. Okay. And now
Yeah.
let's suppose I want to know the data type of v of 0. So I know that oh, what do you think like what is the data type of like first elements of vector v? What are the data type? What is the data type?
Wouldn't it be int?
No, for this one, like
Oh,
if
for
for it if it was int, it would be like this. It would be int, right? But I have using
oh
a
yeah.
pair of int comma int. So basically, for each element of
Oh,
vector
okay.
v,
So
the
be pair then. That's
yeah
it.
the pair, and now you can tell it manually also. Now the computer is very smart. You just write auto, and it will know
Oh,
if
okay, okay.
you write this. So it will got to know. Okay, it will take the directly the pair as it. Okay, V0 is a pair. Okay, I will take it as a pair. So I can do use there's two functions on this to access first element of the pair. You have to use first. Let me just remove this. It will be confusing. So yeah, there are two elements. So basically, it will understand. Okay, this is the first thing, and this is the second thing. So it will get to know if it is was int, it will take IT auto will become int, and if it was pair, it was all automatically it become pair. So it's very smart. Okay, so
Yep.
IT auto helps in that way. So what I will do is I will iterate over the map with the uh, auto function. So I don't need to care about what I am traversing. This is actually a iterator, so we don't need to worry about how to. This is sort of a pair, you can say that, but more you use auto also, no problem with that. Okay, so let's say
Yep.
auto, and you have to name a variable what you want to with traverse with auto I, and put a semicolon, not semicolon, colon, and then write in what you want to traverse. It could be a vector. I'm traversing now in a map, so I will write the map MP. Right? Here we got it. Now, what is I? I represent this pair, a string comma int pair. I, each I, because I is a I is a element of map. Like each element of the map. And now, how what we are storing in a map? Map we are storing like this. Uh,
Yes.
f- what was that? Firstly, it was like key was the map is a key value pair. If I just write here, just a second. So yeah, so basically the map is a key value pair. Key value pair. So basically, we have used our key in our context as key was string and value was the frequency.
Yep.
Okay, so basically, it is a pair. So basically, I dot first. So I have uses the or just use this. Yeah. So basically, we have used auto IT I is equals to let's say auto I is equals to our one of the element of our map. Okay, map we are iterating. So what how to access the string and frequency? So basically, it is like this. It is a pair only string comma int. So to access the first element in a pair, we use like this I dot first. I was the variable name. This other the next syntax is same. This is like I dot first. to access
Okay,
this string.
okay.
And if you want to access the second element, you just use I dot second. This is how. So let me show you here as well. So basically, you're iterating in the map, and then just you need to calculate what to the string to just take string s is equals to I dot first. It will automatically, it already knows. The auto is very smart. It already knows, okay, this is a pair. So basically, it will automatically show the implementations of pair. Okay, pair have two functions, I dot first and I dot second. So I dot first, I wrote, and the frequency is I dot second.
Okay, okay.
Okay, and these are like all variable names, like as frequency I am naming, you can name it anywhere, but this is like fixed, this second first, these are inbuilt functions. So basically these are helps us to access the elements of the first and second element. So I dot first, I dot second. Now what I need to do, just printing out or both the things. So basically s and then the frequencies. Let's try to
Okay, I see.
frequency, and yeah, let's try to do that. And we haven't have more than one word, so let's try to add something similar. So let's say uh again there a man is again there, but man is would be same because the capital will become small. And let's suppose was, and let's say doing, we add again. So yeah, something like this. Let's try to see our code is how it works. So let's try to understand firstly. So this is our all our words were printed. A man was there doing something, was doing, okay. Now,
Yep.
now it calculates the frequency. So A comes two times, doing comes two times. We can see that A comes two times. Like we converted all the words into lowercase, so it will be showing like this. Doing comes two times, man come two times, something come one time, there, whatever is there. Uh, yeah, there was coming one time and was comes two times. Fine. So basically, this is how we got it, our frequencies from here. Now,
Okay, okay.
now what was the question? The question is very interesting. See, the question was, we don't want in this fashion, we want in something different fashion. We want, this is we have done it. This we have done it. This was the first part. To print out the frequencies. Now they want in this fashion. What they want? They want that you print the word in the decreasing order of the frequencies. So two, then one, and then word should display like this. Okay. Now let's try to understand how we can do that. This is very interesting. So what
Okay.
we can do it, basic sorting, like how sorting works. Let's
Yes.
say I give
Yeah.
a random 2 3 1 to you. If I write the sort function, it will just sort it to with me 1 2 3. Okay.
Yep.
Do you know one thing also, basically how sorting happens in case of a string? Let's suppose I give you two strings. Let's say AB and BC, and let's say ABB. So basically, I will tell you one thing. So the sorting in case of integer is very trivial. We know that how it works, right?
Yeah.
What are the number which is smallest will come before. How to compare the strings?
Yeah.
Strings are compared on the basis of lexicographical, something known as lexicographical. If you
Okay.
have you heard
Yes,
of
yes,
this
I
thing?
remember. So it's like if it's, it would basically just be, in a sense, it would also, if it's like a one big string, for
Yeah.
example, right? It would identify, we can also sort it saying the actual letter. So let's say if one of the words was house, and we're given different like anagrams of it, it can also sort a house. In this case, it would go with the first letter and the number
Huh.
integer of the letter. So it will be AB and then BC and then ABB, like that.
Uh, uh, no, no, it won't go with the sizes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, those are go with sizes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is also one approach. Yeah, this is fine, but it is not the inbuilt one. Inbuilt is different. You can do that.
Hmm.
Like one approach
Okay,
is
I
go with
see.
the sizes. That is very good. You're right. But in general, we do not compare on the basis of size. Actually, for the strings, what we have done is we go lexicographically. Lexicographically means Let's suppose whatever come first in the dictionary, let's say A and B. So A comes before, right? So if I compare A, B and I put B only, so according to you,
Yep.
this is more size. So it should come like this, but it doesn't come like this. It comes like this, A, B and B only. Why?
Yep.
It compares the letters of first letter and first letter. Oh, A is come before B. Irrespective of whatever is behind, it will come first in the sorting. So that's how it works. Like suppose I give you A, B, C and let's say A, C. Okay. So firstly it will check
Yep.
the letters, first letters, A and M. They are same. So I need to go forward. B and C. Okay. B come before C. So A, B, C will come firstly and then uh, let's say I don't want to make arrow. Like the sorted array is like this. You see. This is how it works. So it will compare each character and whatever comes, if the character becomes different. So basically whatever comes before will come this way. Yeah. And if like they are same, like A, B and then A, B, C, then it will come before because these are same, right? Now they are adding more. So basically this will come before. So this is how it works. So basically, when the string, the prefix is same, then we compare on the basis of sizes. But first criteria is the lexicographical. This is known as a lexicographical. Means like the you can say dictionary. Wait, okay. This is very important. Like this would come. I think lexicographical. You will heard this term many times now in programming. So a good idea should. Okay. So hello, are you able to hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, okay. Dictionary. Wait, okay. So this is fine. Yeah, so this was basically I was telling. So what they want was so basically to calculate that decreasing order of frequency. Great. Now let's try to understand how we can achieve that. So basically what we can do is what how we are storing the pairs. We are storing the string comma int. There are two solutions first of all. I will tell you both of them and then we will argue why one is wrong. Okay. L- This
Yep.
is how we are storing. Okay. So if I do this and suppose I have the map, right? Know the frequency of each element of each word and okay. Now what I can do, you can think of like I can create another map and it is very simple, sir. No problem. We will create another map int comma string and
Okay.
then we can iterate because see map is a function. I will tell you one thing about map as well. Map will sort the data on the basis of key. Sort the data in increasing order on the basis of key. So basically, what was the key? The key was here string. So basically, it will print the element on the basis of sorted string. Let me just show you how. See here also. A was come before man. Okay. So it was here. A was coming, then doing was coming, then man was coming. So these keys, right, they're sorted on the basis of strings. That's what I told you. Okay. So A, then doing, then man, the lexicographically. Do you see here, right? Because
Yep.
see, the input was different. Input was a man. Man came first in the string, but ideally it should come like that, right? But it didn't. It comes like in the sorted fashion of the words. So a, then doing, then man, then something, then there and was. So that's what I'm saying. This is we was on the basis of key. Now suppose, like what can you tell me like if I do that, so what is the problem here? If you can figure it out. Like what I have done is like suppose I have let's say there are our word is A, it has a frequency 2. And let's say a word is ABC, it has a frequency 3. And it's let's say a word is was, it has a frequency 1. Now, and let's say ABCD, it has also a frequency 2. Now, how I wanted my actual answers is like this. So ABC 3 comma ABC and A comma 2 ABCD comma 2 and was comma. Why this is we wanted like this, right? This much you get it, right? We want like in this fashion. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you get it?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just also writing down, so that's why I
Acha,
was like,
okay, okay. Sorry. I
notes.
didn't know that. Yeah. So
Yeah, no
basically,
worries.
I was just asking, do you get it? Like
Hmm.
this is we want in this fashion. We have currently in this fashion.
Yes, yes, I get this. Yeah, like the,
Now,
in a sense, like how each variable, or like, sorry, each string is in a sense like a variable.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. And now the question is, can I do with this method? How I change the key value pair? I make the int as string and then I do that. So this will it work? Why it will not work? Let me just tell you one thing.
Okay.
Suppose two words have same frequencies.
Yep.
Now, if 2 comes, now there is a problem, right? 2 will represent A or 2 will represent ABCD. We don't know, right? There is a conflict
Yes.
because the left side was unique. Here, the string will be unique. There won't be a copy. If there is a copy, the frequency will increase. So here, the all strings
Okay.
will be unique. So key should be unique in a map, right? Then only you can map it. Like it should be a, a direct relationship. I give you something, you should able to tell me uniquely, okay, this is this, then this is the frequency. But you gave me frequency, or 3 is a frequency, give me the word. Oh, AB is also the word, BCD is also the word. Which word I should give you? Now there is a confusion here.
Okay. Okay.
So you don't need to create that confusion. You can't do that. You can't do like frequency comma string. We have to do something else to sort it. Okay. Now let's try to understand what we can do. We'll use a similar idea. We will not use the map. We will use pairs, but we will use instead vector of pairs.
Okay.
So basically what we will do is we'll use vector of pair int comma string. Okay.
Yep.
This is the syntax, right? Now what we will do, we will push all frequency string pairs from the map into our
Yep.
vector, which is string pair into our vector, and then sort our vector,
Okay.
sort our vector in descending order. Like this is a very good question because we will encounter this problem of sorting, thinking how to sort on a basis of particular thing. You can sort on the basis of frequency and you can sort on the basis of key also, right? String also. But we just
Yeah.
want to sort on the basis of frequency and also in the reverse element. So let's try to understand how we can do that. Now, I will tell you one more property of a vector. Okay. Let's say here it is pair, right? Now you will ask
Yep.
me, sir, like, but they have two elements. So how will vector know? See, when it was vector of int, it knows that there is only one element. It can sort on the basis of only int. Now there are
Yep.
two elements. Now on the basis of what it will sort. It could be int also. It could be string also. So what it does is inbuilt inherently the it sorts on the basis of the first element, basis
Yes.
of the first element of pair. That's why I made the pair like this.
Okay. I see.
So basically I made int first, then string, and then we will do that. push all this, and then just sort it. Let's try to fill in the code. Cool enough till here?
Yep.
So let's try to write the code for that. Okay. Yeah. So let's try to create a vector pair. So vector of pair int comma string we want, and then what we will do, we'll iterate in the map,
Yep.
map. Then similar stuff like we will take the string and the frequency. Now insert here the how it was stored here. It was stored here like this.
No. Okay. Okay.
But now I need to reverse it, okay? While pushing into my vector. So
Yep.
I will store like this. Frequency, comma s. So this is how you push element. Oh, frequency, comma. Oh, or it should not be. We made. Let's say we made something else. Vec. Let's make a vec. Okay. So basically, what we do is, what is the syntax? So pushback remains same because it's a vector. Now there is a pair. So basically, you make a curly braces, and then now you
Yep.
can directly push the vector. Like what is the pair you want to push? It's a two-side vector. Pair is similar to a two-side vector. You can put like this. What is the error about? Thing is this frequency. Oh, this should. Let's delete this. It's not required now. So yeah, now. So do you get it? How we pushed it? Like frequency comma s.
Yep.
Okay, that's great. Now let's try to sort it. Now this is very important. How you normally sort a vector like this? V dot begin, V dot end. Okay, this is how you sort a general vector. But here, what we want, here we want to sort, but in the reverse fashion. So, like, it happens like this. Vec dot r begin, vec dot
Okay.
r end. If you want to sort in the reverse order, that's all. So, we have to include the algorithm part as well. So, this is a standard sort you have to include, so you have to include this algorithm. Yeah. So yeah. So vec dot begin, r begin and vec dot r end. Let's try to see. Now you can again use the auto function. You can use the pair as well, but it's better to use auto. It's very easy. You don't need to remember any syntax. Auto, you are to iterate on vector, you want to iterate on pair. It's your wish. Just use auto. And we know that the first element is what? The frequency. The second element was a string. Let's try to see that. I dot first I can directly write I dot first and I dot second as well. I dot
Yep.
first, I dot second, and let's try to kind of now let's try to see how it goes. So I let's don't need not to print all the words. It's not required now. Let's try to print the frequency of each word. That is also I think we remove. We print the sorted frequency order. Let's try to
Okay. Okay.
see. Now see. It is giving in on the basis of decreasing order of frequencies, right? Two, then two. Let it two, and one. Let's insert one more word. It will be added. Let's add a three frequency word. So let's add a was as well. Was. So let's
Okay.
try to see. Let's try to see that. So see, was come three times, man come two times. So basically, we successfully sorted decreasingly on the basis of frequency, and then we wrote the word. So this is our final like thing. So yeah, this is very crucial how we have done this. Like I just pushed my pairs and then I sorted reverse, reverse in decreasing fashion, reverse iterator. If I have been doing this, it will sort, but in the increasing order of frequencies. So I
Yeah.
can, yeah, you can do both ways. But in the question, it was specifically mentioned Like we have to sort on the basis of decreasing order of frequencies. So we have done that. Fair enough till here.
Yep.
Okay, great. So here we have done this. Okay, and this was now we have to do with the letters part as well. The similar stuff. You have to print letters and then their frequencies. Let's try to do that. So would you help me? What would be my map? Like, could you tell me like what would the parameter should be for calculating the frequency of each characters? What should be key?
Okay.
What should be the key
So,
of the map?
and the key in this case would be, or sorry, the parameters would just basically be how long we want to do it, no?
Means like I want to calculate the frequencies of each character. So characters are what? Like which like key which kind
Oh,
of
okay.
like
Hmm.
here what we are calculating. Here we are calculating the strings. So that's why I use string comma int is my parameters, right? Like int
Yep.
represent the frequency and string represent the key because the words we are counting. Here what we are counting? Characters, right? So what should I
Yep.
write here?
We would basically write
Think,
in this
try to
case.
think. I've already told you as well.
Wait, in this case, would we just write the integer in it?
Integer would be frequency. Another thing.
Or we're trying to, sorry, we're trying to do parameter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're trying to do parameter. So then that would be the string.
String to already have done. We want to calculate the frequency of the characters like A, B, C's and all. So what are the data type of these? What is the data type of a character?
Oh, data type of the character? That'll be char.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay.
So that's all we
I
want.
thought- oh,
So
okay, okay.
this was MP2. So yeah, this is like representing a character. Like each character, let's say A, B, C, and all, and int represent their frequencies. So let's we have to do
Yeah.
in a similar fashion. So let's go in the entire string only. Don't go in the string, go in the words only. That will be better. So yeah, let's go in the words. Now what we have to do? Int I is equals to 0, I less than v dot size and I plus plus. Okay. Now v
Yep.
of I is a string. Okay. String
Yep.
s is equals to v of I. Now I need to iterate over all strings also, right? So I need to write another for loop for iterating in vi. Int j
Okay.
is equals to j less than s dot size and j plus plus. Now what should I write? Let tell me. Like I
Mm-hmm.
need to hear what you have done. Similar stuff I need to here what we have done. We have increases the count of each word here.
Yep.
Now I need to increase the count of each letter of S. So how, what should I write? My map name is MP2.
So yeah, I'll just write the map name
Okay, MP2. Fine. Next.
and then box bracket.
Yeah,
The in this case it'll be I.
I. Try to think. I
Sorry,
want
S. No S.
S.
No, right?
S.
Yeah.
S. S is fine. Which J or I?
Oh, and then it'll be J.
Yeah, great. Basically, we are iterating currently in the Jth character. So just we need to increase the frequency. That's great. Good.
Yep.
And then just we need to print out the frequencies. Again, same stuff for auto I in now in MP2. And then just count this like this. Same stuff. Let's try to comment this out so don't we didn't see these things. Yeah, let's try to see this now. We just clear this for you. Okay, great. Yeah, see. We got the frequencies, each character, right?
Yes.
A, 7, D2, and all. But now they are not in the decreasing order of the frequencies. The first part we have done here, and like just printed on the basis letters. And then what we was the next part? Next part is like do it on the basis of decreasing order of frequency, same stuff. So let's try to
Yep.
do similarly. We need to do this. Let's try to understand how we can do this. Yeah, now you tell me what should I do then here from here? Like I have already shown you the previous part. Let's say what make vector I should make, like what is should be the data type pair of.
For this, what are we making again?
Like
This is
initially what we made, I made the for int comma string I made, right, pair, because I need the frequency and the string pair. Now what I need to make it here, like the two parameters for like
oh okay.
hmm,
The two parameters would be basically this in this case, uh, the chart. No,
yeah,
look at
yeah,
the.
yeah. It would be there, but would it be first or would
Mm,
it be second?
it would be second.
It would be second, and first would be
String
string wouldn't be there. Frequency I calculated.
integer,
Yeah,
then integer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Int comma pair. Yeah, great. So let's say it is back. No, not back. Let's say, let's say back two only. Yeah. So here here we have done. Now you tell me what should my next step? I should iterate in the map, right? So I iterate
Yep.
in the map. So I iterate in the map, and then how I should push it now. Tell me the code. Vec2 dot pushback. Like what should I write here? You tell me. What should my pair look like? I dot first is what? I dot first is my frequency, and I dot second is my
Yes.
character. So yeah, tell me.
Oh,
Tell
okay.
me
And then in that sense, first would be the pushback, so it would be I.
I, then
Uh, then we need to push back the MP2 or no?
see. I is a pair. I contain
Yeah.
two things. I is not a letter. I is contain two things, the frequency and the character. So there are two things. You can use the first occurrence, like you can use the char, like what we want. We want the int
Mm-hmm.
comma char pair, right? So
Yep.
basically an I dot first is our what char, our
Yep.
first char, and I dot second is my frequency.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what I want now, I want to reverse it. I want I first becomes second, like frequency, and second becomes char. So I need to write like this. Wanting like this. I dot second and I dot first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, like this I want. Like we want to reverse the pair, right?
Yep.
That's what, because I told you I can't do, because if I just do it here in map, so key will should be unique and it won't be unique. But in vector, key should not be unique. Key should
Yeah.
be duplicate also. So this is fine. And then again we just sort like this again.
Okay. Okay.
This is the same thing what we are doing again. Let's do it back two on back two, and then let's try to print it.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, here if I just do, basically it should be vec2, and then let's try to see. Let's remove this. Let's try to print it. So yeah. Oh, there's some, okay, there's some spaces also coming. Okay, there's something we have missed it out, I guess. Let me just check. Okay, maybe do we MP2 of SJ. We missed out some spaces as well. Like the spaces are also coming. What that does mean?
Yep.
It should not come. What is happening? Let me just see. Just a second. Okay, let's try to
Yeah,
run it
sure.
again. Okay, okay, let's try to run it again. What is happening? Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah. So yeah, see. So we got on the decreasing order frequencies, right?
Yep.
So basically a seven and a whatever the same stuff what we have done with that, and it would be like doing that only. So till here what we have got it fine.
Yep.
So this is, I think,
Good.
mostly this completes our this assignment. Let's try to do something. We have 15 minutes more. Let's try to do some solve some more problem, or you have any doubts you can ask that again. And if you have don't have any doubts, we have one problem we can solve. So yeah, this is like what they have given. Let me just read out for you, or what are the hints and other things they gave you for you. So they gave you like this. You can see the first line is printed sorting according to the words, and then the printing again sorting according to frequency. The same apply to second list. Hint: you may use a map to build the word list. You get a sorted version of the same list. Try to use a paired data type. Okay, what we have used is
Yep.
that only, right? And the same idea is also applicable to the letter list. So similarly, firstly we have solved the first part. Then this was very pretty simple, the frequency of letters part if you understood the word part. The word part was quite difficult. If you got that, this is very fairly trivial from there. So I think we have completed this thing. Yep. If any doubt, you can ask about this question. If not, like we can solve maybe I can discuss we can
Mm,
discuss some STL functions. Yeah.
yeah. Man.
It's fine.
Let me just
Yep.
check. Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah, you can see try to think.
Okay. Yeah. So far I have no questions. Like when I once I first like tried all my own and everything,
Yeah,
and if
maybe
I have
try
questions,
few
I'll
of the
just
questions.
yeah.
Okay, okay, great. Let's
Yeah.
try to do the STL part. Is STL. Okay, let me just include it. Hmm. Mhm, mhm. Replace. Just a second. Mm, yeah. So basically, we have STL library in our
Yep.
C++. Okay. So what is does it? Why STL is important and all? Let's try to discuss things that like this. Like we have already have predefined data structures and algorithms like the sort function, right? If you are in a C language, you have to write the sort function manually. There's no sort I just wrote, right? It
Yep.
it sort all the pairs also. Like you can sort anything. You can sort a vector. You can sort of vector of strings, vector of int. So everything you can sort, but you have to write separate functions in C for everything. But
Yes.
for in C++, it is an inbuilt library which is known as like in if you want to include the complete STL, you can write this syntax hashtag include bits slash std c plus plus dot h. This is the header
Yep.
file. If you want to include the separate parts like what I have done for sorting, we include algorithm. Include
Okay.
algorithm for including the vector. We have to include vector. So has to include vector like that. So manually for map also we use map has to include map. So instead of writing this everything, you can directly write this thing. Hashtag include bits std c plus plus dot h. But actually, if in VS Code sometimes it gives some location error and all. That's why I don't use this. Sometimes I think you have to do some setup. That's what you can watch it a video how to set up this. So yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So this is important. Then predefined data structure we have, then reduce the time spent on writing complex handling code. Like we don't need to write complex again sorting algorithm. Why? It's very optimized also. It it's like if we write also right, then it's also a waste because the inbuilt function are very optimized. They will give very quickly. So this is also a advantage. And then STL components are safe and reusable, and then they have optimization flexibility also they provide. We can sort anything. There are more functions, like there is a map, there is an order map, there is a stack also. Like if you remember, we implemented a stack class, right? A
Yep.
stack class we push and pop we implemented, but this is an inbuilt stack. We don't need to build it also. So basically directly it have a push operation, it have a pop operation. So they've already defined it. We have to define it. The class is mandatory. They have inbuilt defined in the terms of class only. They also made a class, but they made it. We didn't need to make it.
Okay, I see, I
That's
see.
all.
Okay.
But it is implemented with the help of class only. What we have done previously, what we have learned. So that's why that is also important. It's youth will think, okay, why it's important then? This is important because you want, let's suppose, maybe a very different implementation of that. Let's say you in the standard one you have only two functions, push and pop. Let's say you want another parameter as minimum element. You want to track the minimal element in the stack for at each occurrence. Okay, whenever you push it. So this you can implement by defining your own class. You can add more methods according to you, right? That's
Yep.
why this is important to how we wrote the class as well. And then code maintainability is very easy in case of a stale library. What are the key components? So basically we have containers like map is a container, vector is a container. It could be anything. It could be anything. Like map is there, vector is there. And then we can do
Yep.
that. Iterators, what are iterators? Iterators is like what we are doing so far. Like in map, right? I am doing like string comma int. So I'm iterating over the map, right? String, let's say we should write string comma int. So let's say auto it is equals to mp dot begin. So basically,
Okay.
iterator is a thing where it's kind of a pointer. It's not a pointer. It's not exactly a pointer, but you can say that it's a pointer. Like I will tell you in a later, like what's the difference between a iterator and a pointer. They're similar. Like this also give a start only. Like auto, I already told you, you don't need to specify what is the type of that. So you can use auto and then mp dot begin. Like where we are starting the map. This is a function dot begin is gives the iterator of the first element. This is how. So this is an iterator. It's not a pointer. It's an iterator. So, but it's a
Okay.
similar. It gives the address only. So it is sort of
Yeah.
similar with pointers. So yeah. And then the algorithms performs operation on data held in the containers. We saw that sort function, and then more. Then there is not limiting to sort. There are many things. Let's suppose I can find the max element. You know that we have the max element function directly.
Oh
This
yes.
this goes
It's
like
just
this.
max, I think.
Yeah, this is max. No, this is that was max also. Yeah, that is also fine. But you can find the max element in the array as well, like this.
Oh, okay.
Like this is the syntax. Max element, max underscore element, and this is remains in v dot begin, v dot end. V is a vector,
No, okay, okay.
like this. So you can go and calculate max element manually also because this returns a pointer auto
Yep.
auto it auto I is equals to right. Now if I want to dereference it, max value, I just need to dereference. I need to use a star operator.
No, okay, okay.
This is how basically works. So this is inbuilt. We have so basically there are many things there, and then all. So yeah, this is then vectors. We already discussed what is a vector. Vector is a dynamic array. Or what is a dynamic array? Like in a array, in a simple array, you can't increase the size. if you have firstly defined it, let's say it's 50 and all. So let's say define 50. You can't increase its size. It should be 50 only. But in a dynamic array, we know that we use a pushback function. So basically,
Okay.
we can increase it also. We can give a fixed size also. Like sometimes we give like this also, right? I told you how to write a fixed size vector. We
Yeah.
just give answer comma n comma and whatever the initial. This is the initial value. What we each in each value should be initialized, and this is the size.
Okay. Okay.
So we can make a fixed size vector also. We can make a variable size like this also. Just don't define anything in V.
Yeah.
And then you can use the pushback function to push it as much you want. Yeah, obviously there is an upper cap. Like you cannot make it more than 10 power size, 7 size array, but vector or array or whatever. But yeah. Then key functions pushback. We know that adds an element at the end. What is the size? Return the number of elements. Let's say I want to know the because it's a dynamic array, right? In the array we already know the size because we defined it initially. But here we don't know, right? The size because we are pushing different elements. So this is also required. Dot size method. And then begin and end also is required. What is begin and end? We saw in the case of sort functions. Sort,
Yeah.
we have done that, right? This is also an iterator. V dot begin.
Yes. Yes.
This is
Hmm.
an iterator. V dot begin. V dot end. This is tells us, okay, V dot end is end of the vector. V dot begin is a like beginning of the vector. Provide access to the first and last element. So this is how it also works. Also, so this is it works like that. And then sets, okay, let's try to go with map first. Okay, maps. So basically what we have discussed map also. Map store the key value pair in the sorted keys. That I told you. Like map initially stored all the pairs in the sorted fashion. Lookup is based on keys. Like if you want to know, okay, you give me a key. You give me a thing and you tell me what is the value corresponding to that. So I will look in
Okay.
my map and then I will check, okay, I will return the value. And what is the operation? Like you can use the insert function as also, like you can insert like this. What we have done, right? In pushback and like in the vector, we can insert the frequency like it was a string comma int, right? It could we can do like that as well, but we don't want to do that. We can directly use like map vector. We can just use a string and just make it a plus plus.
Okay. Okay.
So both ways is fine, but we generally prefer this way because
Yeah.
this is more familiar to us. Huh, now this is a very interesting thing. This is a very interesting thing. You don't need to
Solid.
iterate
Okay.
completely to find a string. You want to check whether was is present in my map or not as a key. You can do only find on the key only. You can't do on the value. That's why because key only is the thing, right? A unique thing to tell. So when so basically if you want to do so this is syntax goes like this. Let's say my map is mp dot find and what you want to find. Let's say I want to find was
Hello.
hello, yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. What are you saying? Your voice cut off for the last one.
Oh, okay. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So
I
basically,
think after. Yeah.
do you got that? What was I saying about find?
Yes, but I didn't hear like when you said the MP dot find or whatever.
Okay, fine. So basically, find what does is like if find checks whether this particular key present in our map or not. Let's say our map is
Okay.
goes like this. Let's say I have A and it has a frequency 2, and let's say AB, it's a frequency 3, and it's a ABC, it has a frequency 1. Now I want to
Yep.
check my map contains the string was or not. So how can I do that? We can do like this. I will find mp.find was if it equals to mp.end. What does that mean? This means like I traverse the till end of the map, but I don't find false.
Okay.
If it is equal, if it is true, this will give me a true or a false. It will return me a true or false. If it returns me a true, that means that word is not present because
Okay.
it is
Okay.
equals to the end, mp dot end. So this is how, like, this is a syntax, mp not present. So yeah, this is basically how it goes. And if it is not equal, like if it return me a false, that means the word was present. So basically, yeah. So this is how we can do that, the map function, and there are many thing more we have left.